In the modern construction industry, few materials play as important a role as drywall, also known as gypsum board. Every year, the world produces more than 12 billion square meters, equivalent to about 39 billion square feet, enough to cover millions of houses from America to Europe. These seemingly simple materials have become the backbone of most civil and commercial works. In the United States, more than 95% of houses today use drywall for walls and ceilings. This shows its outstanding popularity compared to traditional materials such as wood or plastic panels. The reason lies in the harmonious combination of convenience, reasonable cost, and long-term efficiency that drywall brings. One of the biggest advantages of gypsum board is its lightweight, which makes transportation and construction quick, significantly reducing effort and time compared to bricks or concrete. In addition, drywall also has natural fire resistance, thanks to the main ingredient of gypsum minerals containing crystallized water, which helps limit the spread of fire in the event of a fire. Not only that, drywall also provides good sound insulation, creating a quieter and more comfortable living and working environment. With a smooth, flat surface, gypsum panels are also easy to paint or tile, helping to increase the aesthetics of any interior space. The initial investment cost may be slightly higher than some cheap materials, but in return, drywall is quick to install, requires little maintenance, and has a long life, making it an effective economic solution in the long term. It is the balance between features, aesthetics, cost that has made drywall the top choice of the global construction industry, contributing significantly to the formation of today's modern architectural appearance. To produce billions of square meters of drywall each year, the industry needs a huge amount of raw material, gypsum. This mineral is mainly mined from open-pit mines, where mountain ranges or geological layers rich in gypsum reserves are extracted on a large scale. The mining process begins by drilling deep into the mountain, creating holes large and strong enough to place explosives. After careful calculation, the explosive blocks are activated, causing the entire layer of gypsum-containing rock to separate from the mountainside. Thanks to that, each explosion can release thousands of tons of gypsum rock ready for the next stage. Immediately after, giant excavators enter, working continuously to collect each rock block weighing several tons. They are loaded onto large specialized trucks, capable of transporting from several dozen to hundreds of tons per trip. On dusty roads, convoys of trucks follow each other to bring this precious mineral to the assembly area or directly to the processing plant. At modern production facilities, on average, hundreds of trucks can be received and processed every day, equivalent to tens of thousands of tons of raw materials. This entire volume will be allocated, stored, and put into the crushing, drying, processing line to turn from rough stone blocks into pure gypsum powder. It can be said that the mining stage is the first foundation in the journey of turning natural minerals into smooth, durable gypsum panels. From the resounding explosions on the Rocky Mountains to the heavy trucks rushing to the factory, all are important links to ensure a stable supply of the most popular building material in the world today. After being transported from the mine, the giant gypsum blocks begin to enter the processing stage at the factory. The first step is to crush the tons of rock into particles of only a few millimeters in size. This crushing process is carried out by a large-capacity roller mill, where two giant steel shafts continuously press tightly and rotate evenly. Thanks to the strong compression force and rhythmic movement, the rock blocks quickly crumble, creating a uniform stream of granular material. This technology not only helps increase efficiency, but also ensures that the size reduction is stable, serving well the next stages. However, for gypsum to become a valuable raw material, it needs to go through a firing step in a rotary kiln. The finely ground gypsum powder is fed into rotary kilns. giant steel tubes that tilt slightly, rotate continuously, and are heated by a system of high-power burners. The temperature inside the kiln is strictly controlled, ranging from 300 to 660 degrees C, enough to evaporate the remaining crystallized water in the minerals. During this process, calcium sulfate dihydrate, KS4-2H2O, gradually loses water, transforming into calcium sulfate hemihydrate, CaSO4-5H2O, also known as calcined gypsum. This is the core material for the production of gypsum boards, with the properties of easy shaping, good adhesion, and quick structural stability when exposed to water. When leaving the kiln, calcined gypsum has reached a state of fine, dry, and pure powder, ready for mixing with water, additives, and industrial paper. From here, the journey of primitive gypsum officially enters a new stage, becoming the foundation material in the modern construction industry. Once the firing process is complete, the calcined gypsum is sent to the quality control area. Here, technicians take samples and conduct laboratory tests: purity, adhesion, setting time, and mechanical strength. Only when it meets the standards does this batch of gypsum continue to enter the mixing line. The qualified gypsum powder is mixed with water and some special additives such as starch, setting time regulators, or strength enhancers. This mixture quickly turns into a thick liquid called slurry, the foundation for the core of the gypsum board. In the line, giant rolls of industrial paper are flattened and continuously pulled at high speed. A system of uniform pressure nozzles coats the slurry on the paper surface. Then a second layer of paper is pressed tightly on top, turning the mixture into a three-layer sandwich: paper, gypsum, paper. Thanks to this, the gypsum board has a solid and durable structure. Next, the product goes through a giant pressing system where steel rollers precisely adjust the desired thickness, usually ranging from 9 to 15 millimeter depending on the product type. To ensure a smooth and uniform surface, a super thin layer of solution is sprayed, helping to eliminate tiny air bubbles generated during the mixing process. The edges of the panels are also precisely pressed, creating neat edges, convenient for assembly at the construction site. Finally, the semi-finished gypsum board goes through an automatic cutting machine. Sensors measure the length and control industrial blades to cut each panel to the correct standard, commonly 2.4 mm or 3 mm. Thanks to this synchronized system, each panel leaving the line has the correct size, smooth surface, and stable quality. Ready to enter the drying and finishing stage. After being cut to the correct size, the gypsum boards still contain a lot of moisture inside the core. If left to dry naturally, the time will be prolonged and the quality will be uneven. Therefore, the entire board is transferred to the continuous drying oven system, a giant chain that can be up to hundreds of meters long. Here, the boards move on a conveyor belt at a steady speed, undergoing strictly controlled temperatures for about 30-40 minutes. Hot air is distributed evenly from many directions, helping to remove excess moisture, but still retaining the necessary moisture to maintain natural elasticity. When leaving the oven, the gypsum board has reached optimal hardness and mechanical strength, ready for finishing. Next, the surface of the board is covered with a special paper border printed with the manufacturer's logo. Technical specifications, quality standards, and production batch code. This border layer is both a brand and helps engineers and construction workers easily identify, avoiding confusion during installation. The finished panels are then automatically stacked into large packages, usually 40/80 panels, by a stacking machine, ensuring ease of loading and unloading and transportation. Robot systems or specialized forklifts will move the packages to temporary storage areas before being delivered to customers. Finally, large trucks are responsible for distributing the products to construction sites, dealers and distributors nationwide. Each package is not just a building material, but also the result of a modern production line, where each stage is meticulously controlled to bring high-quality, sustainable, and internationally standardized gypsum panels. In modern construction, the average life cycle of a drywall panel lasts from 30 to 50 years. When a building is dismantled or renovated, instead of being thrown away as construction waste, these drywall panels can be completely recycled and reused many times. In fact, in Europe, after being collected, drywall can undergo up to 10 recycling cycles without any loss of quality. The recycling process takes place in many steps. First, the drywall panels are crushed by high-capacity machines to break them into fine particles. Next, this mixture is processed to remove impurities and separate the gypsum from the wrapping paper. After refining, the recovered gypsum is mixed back with new gypsum powder and recycled paper, creating the input material for the production of the next generation of drywall panels. The benefits of this method are extremely obvious. Economically, production costs are 2 to 3 times lower than mining and processing virgin gypsum. Environmentally, recycling reduces the need for open-pit mining, limits energy consumption, and reduces CO2 emissions. At the same time, the amount of construction waste buried in landfills is also significantly reduced, contributing to building a greener and more sustainable industry. It can be said that drywall recycling is not only a trend, but also an essential solution for the future. Where saving resources and protecting the environment becomes a top priority for the whole society. Drywall has become an indispensable material in the modern construction industry today. From residential houses, offices to commercial buildings, we can see the presence of gypsum board everywhere. The reason why drywall is so popular is because it is both economical and convenient, and has many outstanding advantages such as light, easy to install, soundproof, fireproof, and has a much more reasonable cost than traditional materials. Not only stopping at its applicability, drywall also opens up a new and promising direction for the construction industry. Sustainable recycling. With a lifespan of 30-50 years and the ability to be recycled many times, drywall helps significantly reduce the exploitation of natural resources, limit industrial waste, and contribute to building a cleaner green environment. This proves that drywall is not only a material of the present, but also a smart choice for a sustainable future. Thank you for watching today's video. If you find the content useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Processing Production channel to continue accompanying us, discovering more interesting production processes and other fascinating industrial stories.